Hey guys, what's up? Derek here, and this is episode 2 of my free-to-play skilling guides. In this episode, I'm going to be showing you how to craft with a furnace, including all the different methods and items you can make using a furnace while crafting. Well, first of all, you need to know what a furnace is. It's pretty much this oven here you see on the screen. It's operated by using different bars on it. There's two different bars you can use. You can use a gold bar or a silver bar, and they make different objects. Also, with gold bars, you can also use gems with them and make jewelry with gems, such as a sapphire ring. So, yeah. In free-to-play, they're found in 3 different locations: Alcarid, Lumbridge, and Falador. Well, actually, there's 4. There's one in Wilderness, but that's really inefficient, so we're not going to use that at all. And the best one to use in free-to-play is the one by Alcarid. It's the closest to the bank. Okay, first, all the gold bars. In this chart here, there are 3 columns. There's experience per item, profit per item, and experience per hour while making each item. Making jewelry with gold bars, as you can see, always makes profit. The best profit being gold necklaces at 92 profit per item, and the worst being gold amulets unstrung. I highly suggest making gold jewelry, since it's actually really good profit, decent experience, and it's pretty AFKable. Next is Sapphire. Now with Sapphire, every item you make, you lose money, so I don't recommend making Sapphire jewelry. If you do, the only items I suggest are making the amulets, since they yield pretty good experience. As you can see, you gain 56k experience per hour when making them, which is really high compared to gold. The most you can make is 36k. But with sapphire jewelry and others you make with gems, they're not as AFKable as gold, since you can only make 14 items per inventory, so you have to bank more often. Moving on to Emerald, here you can see within necklaces and the amulets, you lose money, but with Emerald rings, there's a huge profit. You make 105 GP per item. If you plan on making jewelry with gems, I strongly recommend making emerald rings, since they're decent experience at almost 50k an hour, as well as amazing profit. If you do the calculations, you can see that you can make around 100k cash an hour while crafting emerald rings, which is pretty sweet. So they're a great method of crafting. Alright, so next are ruby. Nothing much to say here. As you can see, nothing makes profit. You actually lose a lot when making ruby items. I guess ruby amulets would be the best, since they're pretty amazing experience. They're over 70k an hour. But make sure you have money to spare if you plan on making ruby. I'll just leave the screen open so you can just look at it for a bit. Okay, finally, the last of the gold bar jewelry is diamond. Making diamond items are extremely inefficient, since the loss is so high. As you can see, for rings and amulets, you lose 6.6k and 7.3k every time you make one item. Even if you, even if you had the money to spend to make these, cutting gems would be a better idea, since it's probably faster experience. I guess the only sensible item to make are the necklaces, since the loss isn't too extreme, but it's still over 10 GP per experience, so I don't recommend it. Alright, so the last thing I'm going to show you in this guide are items you can make with silver bars. There are 2 things in free-to-play: unstrung symbols and tiaras. They both make a loss when crafting them, but unstrung symbols are the better choice. I actually recommend you to make these if you have a little bit of money to lose. They're really good experience, over 60k, and they are as AFKable as making gold items, since you can take 28 silver bars and you only need 1 bar to make 1 unstrung symbol. The only downside to this is you do lose money. As you can see, you lose about 53 GP per item. Plus, selling the unstrung symbols after usually takes a while, so you might need to actually lower the price, so you might lose a bit more than expected. Alright guys, so that concludes my episode 2 of my free-to-play skilling guides. Thanks for watching. I'm just going to show you lastly how to the method you do to make jewelry with the furnace. So you start an Alcarid bank, make sure you have 100 run, and you take out 14 gold bars, 14 emeralds, and make sure whatever you're making, you have the correct mold. And once you have the mold, you can just right-click it and put it in your tool belt. So you have the furnace here. You use the gold bar on the furnace. I'm going to make emerald rings, so I'm going to make all. You just stand here and wait. What was I going to say? So yeah, doing this, you're running. You should be able to do about 4 inventories before your run runs out. And once you do, you can just rest and recharge it to 100, or just walk it off, wait for it to recharge bit by bit. Doesn't really matter. But you should be able to make about 850 or 860 jewelry with gems, and about 1200 items with gold bars and silver bars. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching again. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you later.